Hello everyone, Pegasus in the Starfield with a comprehensive, lore-woven build for my Cyber Runner Phoenix. I'm excited to share this with you. It's a bit more complicated than my usual builds, but I had a lot of fun creating it, and I tried out some new ideas here, which I hope you'll enjoy. To my subscribers, so glad to see you again, and if you're new here, welcome! Selenite complex, set on a desert plateau among selenite roses, palm shrubs, and whortle pods, with a nearby ravine system snaking down into a valley, is a facility unlike any other. To remain under the radar, its discrete beacon registry suggests a simple, low-value industrial operation if scanned by potential raiders. Phoenix knew that if its beacon were set up to look decommissioned or abandoned, it would only attract scavengers. Therefore, registering it as an occupied facility was a strategic decision, and this has been an effective enough deterrent that staged mining equipment hasn't been necessary. It's simply not worth bothering what appears to be a dusty old mine that extracts construction material. But there's more to this place than meets the eye, a quality it shares with Phoenix, the covert operative and spy master who designed it. You see, it is a mining operation, just a different sort. Data mining. Topside, as the workers call this receiving area, consists of the main entrance and a service elevator. The rest of it lies below the surface of the plateau. Originally driven to collect trophies and unique items, during her work with Ryujin and the Rangers, Phoenix's focus shifted to acquiring a more valuable commodity: information. To that end, Selenite Complex is a safeguard and a strategic planning site dedicated to the acquisition process. It has a sophisticated cooperative reconnaissance system connected to an ancillary network of detection equipment and sensors, relays, and satellites. If necessary, it can serve as a safe house, although for now its function is primarily nerve center and employee housing. The whole facility is heavily monitored. There are multiple secure checkpoints, and in the event of a breach, rapid response is guaranteed. The only people here are because Phoenix wants them here. The command center serves as the primary access point and central hub for personnel movement through the complex's main level. It contains a briefing room, comms, admin, and a small meeting room designed for discreet informing, ideal for her anonymous sources. A supervisory area provides the most salient information from the data analysts for high-level review. Phoenix's taste for confidential information started with her Ryujin work. Having access to classified data and using that knowledge to influence the board of a powerful company, as well as being the only person with access to experimental technology, was a rush. From there, her inquisitive intuition drove her to find out why the First was trying to intimidate a bunch of farmers, and who was behind it. Ultimately, she refused that bribe. She would never accept an offer that puts her at a disadvantage, and a loose end that could lead to blackmail, or worse, did not appeal. That subversive craving for knowledge, especially classified and confidential, is what drove her to construct this highly sophisticated data mining facility. Adjacent to command is the utility room, which houses the storage, waste management, and the terminal landing for the service elevator. As another access point into Selenite Complex, it's kept under constant surveillance. On the other side of command is the computational core for Phoenix's data mining, the analysis room. Data collected from the surveillance arrays is received and processed here, and stored in the secure servers and archives, which are protected by multiple layers of encryption and advanced countermeasures. A single critical command can initiate a full system lockdown or an irreversible data purge, ensuring absolute control even in the face of compromise. Beyond analysis is a small security office and the Armory, which contains a full complement of weapons in all calibers and armament class, along with workbenches and ammo storage. Below the Armory is the Evacuation Prep room. While Selenite Complex is at the cutting edge of intelligence gathering and the risk of discovery is low enough to be insignificant, the tactical foresight of this facility lies in its uncontested control over its own disengagement, ensuring the advantage even in retreat. Although the planetary conditions are perfectly safe, the evac room is fully stocked with all the equipment necessary for space travel, including medical aid and nutrition packs. A sharp observer might note that these are full ecliptic ensembles. The data slates are encrypted ecliptic communiques taken from some contractors Phoenix happened to find in a research tower. This decisive misdirection provides deep cover and an intimidating layer of protection for her employees. It's coldly pragmatic of her, but Phoenix has different motivations than my other characters. She is self-serving, distrustful, ruthlessly calculating, and if someone's rude to her, they're likely to be facing the business end of whichever weapon she currently has holstered. That's actually, in a roundabout way, how she was invited to meet Delgado. But the Crimson Fleet's value proposition is not favorable in her opinion. She has secured a temporary alliance without committing to working for them, extracting maximum benefit with minimal investment. The workshop has several stations for industrial fabrication, spacesuit maintenance and outfit crafting, and laundry. On one side, it's connected directly to the generator room, which has its own dedicated workbench for immediate repair and maintenance. On the other side of the workshop, a small med bay is set up for basic healthcare. Situated beyond the working sections of Selenite Complex are the common areas and personal quarters for both Phoenix and her employees. This common room features an open concept design in a more casual environment, providing a relaxing disconnect from duties. A variety of leisure activities from games to books are available. The kitchen includes Betamax's functional cooking station and a storage fridge for all of their food crafting needs. And on the counter is the makings of a yellow giant splash. Personal quarters are arranged around a hallway that connects to the gym and washroom. Small lighting glitch there, that's always happened in this app. This is Phoenix's domain, her personal quarters. Even here, she keeps a close eye on her data. Everything the analysis room collates can be pulled up on her screens, and she has direct access to her entire network from here. Beyond her primary workstation, her quarters expand into a private suite. Further removed from the bustle of the main level, Phoenix has a small dry bar, elevated by the texture contrast between the rough stone shelves and the silky smoothness of the items, a modern minimalist sitting area, and a generous work surface for her particular projects. The bedroom is a quietly luxurious space with a monochromatic color scheme, which allows the cherry tree to make a dramatic statement in the negative space. Using striped glass panels, a dressing area is sectioned off with several of Phoenix's favorite outfits displayed on mannequins. The attached walk-in closet and bathroom are a continuation of the established texture contrast with the stone studio walls from Miss O's mod. A dedicated shelf wall within the shower keeps all toiletries easily accessible. At the back of the closet is a private exit. In the event of a complete breach of Selenite complex, the evacuation protocol would be activated and the doors would perform lockdown procedures. Assuming Phoenix is in this area of the complex, this is her exit route. It's not about making a frantic dash from an emergency, but a pre-planned strategic maneuver from a scenario already anticipated and accounted for. She wouldn't be caught off guard, but operating from a place of preparedness. This tunnel meets up on the other side of the evacuation room security door and connects to this hidden exit, opening into those ravines I mentioned earlier. Blended into the landscape and guarded by turrets on all approaches, it provides a discreet way out and cover for exfiltration. There is a small backup cache of items tucked under the stairs, and Phoenix keeps a secondary camouflaged daemog in the ravine for strategic diversion. This is the route Phoenix would take in the event of an evacuation. Her employees have rendezvous points scattered across the plateau with their own pre-mapped routes through the ravines to reach them undetected. We are now approaching the Selenite Complex surveillance array, a vital part of a larger network. Infrastructure here forwards all collected data to the main complex. The game canon seems to suggest that facilities in these deep valleys, surrounded by plateaus, aren't detectable by way of a planet scan. In my countless explorations, I've only found the POIs in them by exploring on the ground. Thus, the array's strategic location deep within this valley allows these large radar and comms dishes to go unnoticed. This facility is primarily dedicated to monitoring the functional status of various instruments and making necessary repairs. In addition, a corvette is perpetually held in readiness for rapid departures. All employees are cross-trained to provide support at this facility as well, though there is a dedicated rotation who come down here for their shifts and then go back up to the main complex. Inside, the bank of wall monitors constantly displays the latest data packets streamed directly from a relay beacon in the system's outer orbit. A hardened, encrypted data conduit forms the backbone of the surveillance array's connection to the main facility. This seamless integration ensures real-time operational oversight and, more critically, means the array's sensitive servers and archives are inextricably linked, falling under the same immediate and decisive data purge protocols as the main complex. Workbench and industrial storage for easily remedied issues on site. A security station protects access to the servers, and upstairs a conference area, a small galley, and a break area with a dedicated resting room provide essential support and respite for the crew. Although there are stairs onto the landing pad, this building has a catwalk for direct access. The Corvette, a small, light, purpose-built craft, enables Phoenix to quickly reach orbit. With its superior grav drive module, she can jump away from this system within minutes of leaving the surface, placing her beyond interception and rendering her effectively untraceable. The Copperfield is designed to carry crew from the array if necessary, although its intended purpose is that of a compact, mobile data collection system. It has basic accommodations in the same sleek, high-tech style as the Selenite complex facilities. The empty Deimos data core elevates form over function, with the polished silver trim and glass walls bracketing Phoenix's walk-through office. This technologically dense section allows for complex data analysis and network connectivity, even during interstellar travel. The forward passenger section stores additional gear as may be necessary. This is the smallest ship I've ever intentionally built, and though the single hab design was a different sort of challenge from the complex buildings, that was honestly a big part of the appeal. Making a ship designed for a single purpose with additional utility is pretty different for me. Phoenix keeps all the design details of Selenite Complex strictly confidential, but I can tell you this project was such a fun idea to develop and construct, and it transcended my usual outpost or ship walkthrough format. So much of the lore for this character is interwoven with the complex's very structure and strategic assets that it made the most sense to show them all together. Although this drew out the creation process, it really set it apart as one of my favorites to build and share. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Feel free to let me know what you liked about it, or if you have any questions, in the comments. The mods I used are listed in the description. Thanks for joining me. Catch a smile out there.